Hey everyone, welcome to Yummy Ass channel here for home cooking. Today we're making one of my favorite soups from Olive Garden actually. So it's a mock recipe. It's called Zuppa Toscana. I've never made it before nor attempted to. I've actually, embarrassing enough, I don't think I've ever just made a soup. So with that, it's gonna be a lot of fun and hopefully very delicious. So with that, we're gonna hop right into it. All right, so for today's recipe, you are going to need 1 pound of hot Italian sausage. You can use mild or sweet even if you would like. I like spicy, but I'm definitely going to have some gnarly heartburn tonight. So yeah, it's your preference there. Next, you're going to need 4 to 5 yellow potatoes cut into about roughly an inch in size there. And then next you will need 1/2 of a white onion, just chopped, not finely, but little chunks like that. One diced or minced garlic clove, and then you'll need 4 cups of kale is what it calls for, but I don't think I'm going to use this amount of kale. We'll see as we go. You'll need chicken broth, heavy whipping cream, and butter. And then after the soup is cooked, we're going to put bacon bits on there that I just chopped into little bits there and fried them up. And then we're going to do some shaved Parmesan as well. So it's going to be killer. This is just a copycat recipe of Olive Garden's. So let's see how it turns out. So the first thing we're going to do is throw our 1 pound of the sausage that we had there, throw it into a pot on medium to medium high heat. All we're going to do at this part is just brown the meat. And then once it is browned and no more red portions you see there in the meat, we're going to transfer it into another pan and then start the rest of the cooking process. All right, so the sausage is looking good right now. One thing to note is if your chunks are kind of massive, go ahead and take a spoon if you'd like, and you can just chop them down into smaller pieces because this is going to be a soup. But whatever your true preference is there. Once it's done, just go ahead and transfer it to a plate there, and we'll be good to go. All right, guys, so the next part is we're going to add 4 tablespoons of butter to that same pot. No need to drain the fat that was in there. And we're going to add our onions to the pot. So from this point, after we added the 4 tablespoons of butter and the onions, we are going to cook this on medium heat until the onions become translucent. And then once that happens, we'll go to our next step. All right, so now we're on to the next step to where we're going to add 6 cups of chicken broth to the pot. There we go. And give that a stir. Then from here, you're going to add 2 cups of water. Okay. And then after you do that, we're going to add all of our potatoes in. Once you've added your potatoes, all we're going to do from here is bring the pot to a boil. And then as it's boiling, we're going to keep checking the potatoes every few minutes to see whenever they become nice and tender. Once they're tender, we'll move on to the next steps. So our potatoes are good and tender now. So what we're going to do now is add in our kale and 2 cups of heavy cream. And then we will reduce the heat down back to about medium. All right, so once our potatoes are nice and tender, we're going to go ahead and put in our kale. Go ahead and mix that together. So you add in the kale there. Stir that up. And then what you'll do from here is you're going to add 2 cups of heavy cream. There we go. Go ahead and give that a stir. And then once that is mixed in, you can from here reduce the heat down a little bit to about medium, which I'm doing now. And then go ahead and add in your sausage as well. Okay. There we are. So from here, give that a mix. And then let that continually to cook and reduce down. And then once it's reduced, we'll go ahead and plate up. All right, now it's time to plate. So here's the soup right there. Let's start with adding our shaved Parmesan on top there. There we go. All right, so there's our Parmesan. And let's finish it off with our bacon here. Okay, looks pretty killer. All right, now let's check it out. Let's get to the best part. All right, guys, so it's time for the best part. Let's dig in. Oh, sorry, that was a huge bite. Yeah, that is absolutely fucking great. I don't say this a lot about my like first attempt meals or something I've never tried before, but I'm not lying. That is incredible. However, I don't think Olive Garden actually adds the bacon bits to it, but that is everything. Fresh bacon on there, crispy bacon. Yeah, you can't go wrong. Well, hopefully you guys liked what we had today for you. It's great trying new recipes out. Feel free to like and subscribe, and yeah, we look forward to the next time. See you then.